Hello everybody and welcome back to Biogas Farms, Chip in Norton. So last time we bought a new field. We thought we planted corn, but we planted sugar beet. So we've got lots of sugar beet growing this year. We've got worker A, he is just spraying off the weeds in fields. Worker B is rolling the new field. What I wanted to do is just, I think we touched on it last episode, we've popped down here just to have a look at what was going on. So we know we've got one cider pallet. So next month I'd like to sell a few products and see if we can afford to buy another field to plant some corn in. So I think I made a mistake and I didn't turn something on, but let's go check. And we've worked out the raspberry growth is very, very slow. So it's not the end of the world. But yeah, as you can see, we do need to activate it though, because we haven't... I don't think we've turned it on yet. Yeah, so we're going to make jam. That's what I want to make. I'm going to make some jam. So I'm going to turn that on because it should distribute the raspberries from the garden. If I change that to distribute, it should just take them straight there for us, which will be perfect. Right, so while those two workers are finishing up, I'm going to drive the pickup back to the farm because we don't have any herbicide in this and we don't need the seeds or the fertilizer at the moment. Get that ready and then we'll probably, as soon as he's finished rolling, we'll probably move on a month and we'll get some produce sold. And then we should hopefully be able to buy a new field. I've seen the looks of some fields, but some of them are planted. I'm not opposed to buying fields that are planted, but I quite like putting my own crop in. So I wouldn't mind putting like I say, corn in. That'd be really nice. Or because I think we've got 3 fields of barley, 2 of sugar beet, and 2 of potatoes. So we've got a wide variety, but I'd like to do some corn or just something a bit different, really. And we've got glasshouse Dutch bits in there as well, so plenty to sell next month. So hopefully we can do some different crop types. Alright, so that's pulled back up. I don't think he's got a lot, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop him and I am just going to finish rolling these last few bits because I honestly don't think there's that much. Just these corner bits. I think we've got the headland lap through, but yeah, we'll take over. We'll get this field finished rolling. So I'll just quickly run around this field. Once I'm done, we'll jump over and move into April. Right, leave it with me. So just after I finished that roll in that field, I just had a thought. I might as well go fetch the new Bailey trailer and take a load of manure down to the bio plant, because we might as well get that sold. And then that, well, I say sold, it might as well go into the production and then overnight it will make us some money. So I know we could spread it on the fields, but I think at this point I could just do with the money to keep buying some fields. Once we got everything set up, we shouldn't need to keep spending money or need big chunks of money from biomass plant, we'll probably start spreading it on the field. But for now, I think I'm going to pick the baby trailer up, take a few loads across to the bio plant. So I'll go get the trailer, and then you'll see me running back and forth a few times. So I'm just going to tip it on the floor here because I believe we need to use a telehandler to tip it. So I'm just going to put one load there, take this to the yard, and then what we'll do is we'll bring the telehandler with a bucket and just check we can definitely do it, and then we'll probably fast forward it into April. Right, oh, so the worker is finished, so we'll probably get him moved across into that field and that field behind. Oh, there's the field at the side, sorry. I don't think we can go through this wall, which is a bit annoying, so we're going to have to take the scenic route right round. So we'll get him knocked off, and then we'll jump in the old JCB telehandler, and we'll go and try and tip some of that manure so we can make some money overnight, because the more money we have, the better. He's still doing alright on herbicide, still got 346 litres, really not too bad, so hopefully I'll get those last two sprayed on, and then we'll have to fill this tractor up with diesel because I've just seen that's low. And then I'm hoping in the morning, once we've sold some produce, we might have enough to buy a new field to plant our corn in. I don't think I sent the planter back, or did I? I think I might have actually sent the planter back. So we will have to re-rent that as well, which is a bit annoying, but not the end of it. So we're getting knocked down to this field down here. Well, there's two fields. I think it's this one and the one behind it need spraying for the weeds, and then next month we'll probably have to spray all of the potato fields and the sugar beet field and the sunflower field. Yeah, but it is nice to keep a lot of different crops in, and I am tempted to rent a plough, go and plough that bit of land we have there, Rob. Do you know what? I'm thinking that might even be the solution to our problem. We was also talking about having a cereal factory. Now, I think it did say oats, so it was corn or oats, I think, what I was deciding on. So let's just have another quick look through our productions. Chocolate cereal factory, that was it. We had to put chocolate, sugar, oats, strawberries, honey and raisins, so it takes quite a bit to make chocolate cereal. I was rather hoping it was going to be a bit easier one, but I don't think there is. Ah, there's another one. So that one we can do quite a few different bits in it. Chocolate, honey, raisins. That one is the one we will be building, but we are going to need to put one of these crop types in, so we will double check what crop types they are. So we've got that and that. Let's see what crop types they are. So I think it's corn, oats, long grain rice and rice. So yeah, we could do corn or oats, so I don't know. I fancy doing some corn, so we might end up doing. corn factory. Also, I wouldn't imagine it'll need the chocolate, because the chocolate factory needs, obviously, the chocolate. I think it'll be easier just to run a normal cereal factory. So that'll be nice. Well, where am I going? I don't want the tines, do I? Let's drop the tines off here. And then we'll pick the bucket up. We'll see if we can get some of that manure into the bioplant. And then we will jump on into April, where I'm pretty confident I'm gonna, well, if as long as we got the money, we'll buy a new field and we'll plant some corn. But we'll have quite a bit to sell. We'll have cider to sell. We'll have glass house stuff to sell. What else we got to sell? The raspberry. We might even have a case of jam, you know. I'm hoping we do. Get the jam production going. That'd be nice. So I'm just going to run this quickly down there, tip that 30,000 litres, and I'll see you back at the yard. Right, so that's the first load tipped in there. So telehandler did the trick, and we got it loaded up. So we've got 32,650 litres. Still got 14,000 of slurry. So we're going to set that on active as well, get it selling, and we'll make some double money. So I don't know. Oh, what's gone on here? How do you get that? So wrong. So let's just double check on his progress, because I have no idea if he's done it or if he's not done it. So he's on that final breed down here, and he's got a little bit that side. So we might just quickly take over and do this before we move on to April, because it is clear to me something horrible went wrong there, and we've just drifted through the hedge by accident, because apparently this thing does not unjackknife itself. That is the rear steer for you. So let's go get that last breed sprayed off, and we can set him working, and I think we'll move on and start selling some produce. And then I'm hoping we can buy a nice field somewhere. It doesn't have to be overly big, not for our first cereal production, but if it turns out to be quite a profitable enterprise, next year we might plant double the corn, like we did this year with potatoes. We didn't have that many, so we planted double. And I quite enjoyed it, to be fair. The harvesting's slow, but this year we've got our new Bailey trailer, so it might be a bit quicker. And to be fair, the sugar beet's going to be one of the biggest ones, the sugar beet. So we might end up renting the tractor again for that. But tractor, the lorry. But we did like that lorry. That lorry's a lot quicker. The sugar mill is fairly far on this map. Right, let's get this last bit done, what he missed. We will then set him up in that field below. We'll move on to April. And then there'll be even more spraying to do, but at least we can start selling some produce. And we can start making some money. We've actually got £22,000 now, so I'll tell you, that slurry and manure in the background, that is, it works a treat really. Just, it trickles in, it's not a lot, it's something like 3-4 grand an hour, but I'll tell you what, it soon adds up. Right, let's get him set. I'm going to cheat and just nip through there. Let's get that set off going and we'll go to sleep. I'll see you in April. Well, hello everyone and welcome to April. That was quick. Right, as you can see, we've got £51,000 in the bank. That is not a bad start. We'll just check on this. And we can see that both productions are now empty, so we might as well deactivate them until we take some more. Right, we also need to check on our cows. The chickens, loads of food. So yeah, they're going to need topping up again. They've got 5,000. These have got 5,000 as well. But as you can see, we've got 27,000 litres of milk. So, when was the best time to sell milk? Let's have a quick nosy. 28,000 litres, sorry, of milk. So it's not at its best. I mean, to be fair, £2,098 at the dairy. It's only 200 quid. I might actually sell a load of that, to be fair, because we could do with the money to buy the next field. Right. So my favourite tractor is currently occupied. I think we're going to have to slum it in the Lambo until my tractor's available. Then I'll definitely swap around again. So I do like the old fast track. Right, let me go get this trailer. I think it's full of slurry at the moment, so might just have to empty it. And then we'll go and grab the milk. So, since we've had poo in our trailer, we're going to have to build a pressure washer. We're going to have to clean this out before we fill it up with milk. So let's get a pressure washer bought. And then we can, once we've done that, we'll give this trailer a good old washing out. Make sure there's no poop in it. And then we'll collect the milk. So, here we go. We've made our new pressure washer. Oh, wrong button. And let's wash this trailer out. No, that is not a pressure washer. That is a muddy maker. So apparently, instead of downloading a pressure washer, with this tool you can clean vehicles and tool dirty. I honestly thought it was just a 50-metre hose pressure washer. So let's build one that will actually clean the poop out and put it there, because we will then move it to where we want it. Let's get it over here. Yeah, very random that is, but let's now double clean it because we made it even muckier. Make sure we wash it all out, ready to transport our milk. And there we go. Right, one clean tractor and trailer. So let's pick up the milk and let's get it sold. Start raking in some well-deserved money. So we ain't got any buffalo milk. We know that because we've got no buffaloes. And we've got 27,000 litres of beautiful milk. So there we go, 18,000 litres at a time. We'll run 2 down to the dairy. And we'll start raking in some well-earned dollar. So here we are selling it. I know it's not far, but let's see what we get out of this. So we was on 45. It looks like we're going to get a fair amount. I would imagine it's about 2 grand, so it's going to be about 36,000, isn't it? And I can't see it. I think it says 37. Trust me, I'm going to find a way to move that cause pay thing out because I do like to know what I've made off things. So we now stand at 86,000. We'll get this filled up again and we'll get another load down here. And then we can sell all the other produce we've got. And then we can see if we can afford a new cornfield, which will be exciting. But then we've got to save up for the production to make our cereal. We're also going to need, I think where we're going to put the production, we're going to need a bigger silo. Because the silo at the yard is full and it's only really got wheat in it for our chickens. I think we've burnt through all the canola. I'm going to have to check that and make sure we don't need to move anything to the mill. And I'd imagine we have some sunflower oil there now as well, if we didn't use it all last time. So yeah, we'll check on that. We'll have to build a silo down where we're going to put the production, because obviously we ain't got a lot of storage up here. Same with when we do the sugar beet. If we've got too much for the sugar mill, we'll probably have to build a root crop bunker just to keep everything in, because it's nice to keep everything nice in the little bundles. So now we've got 9,000 litres in here, so should get a nice 18 grand off this. Should take us to roughly about 100 grand. Then it's just a case of trying to find a field. No one's planted anything in, and if we can't do that, if we can find a field that someone's put corn in already, we might be able to take the field over. Ideally I'd like to do my own, but who knows. And I'm definitely considering this field on the right here. I'm going to plough this up. It's on my list. I'm ploughing that up. So if I get time today, I might even start ploughing that up and making a new field. It's a bit of a waste of land there, really. We own it, but we could cut it. Because it's not technically a field, you can't really put fertiliser on. So yeah, you'd get something off it, but it ain't going to be great. And there we go, 106,000. Absolutely smashing that milk was. Right, I'm going to go deliver this. I think my tractor will be done. We might, to be fair, I think we're going to have to use this because she's quite out of diesel and we need to run to the shop. So I'll put the low loader on the Lambo. We'll have a Lambo day today. Get the low loader on and we'll go collect all our products. So here we are with our trailer of all sorts. So we've got tomatoes, we've got chilies, we've got lettuce, we've got eggs, we've got some crisps. Let's see if this makes us a few squid. Beautiful. So we've made over 60 grand there. So that's, I think, just under 60 grand actually. But yeah, that's good. That means we've got field buying money, which is the best kind of money. We'll run this back to the yard and then we will see what fields are available and what we're going to buy. I'd also like to have a drive down to our raspberry area and our cider area, because we've got the cider we can sell as well. Do we nip up there quickly? That's the question. Yeah, do you know what? Let's nip up there. Let's see what cider we've got to sell. Let's see if we've got any jam. Get it sold. And then we can make an informed decision on what we buy. Right. Let's see how many pallets of cider we've got. We're also going to have to check on seeds and see if we've still got seeds. So we'll just get these loaded. Let's jump on tip menu and let's have a look. So factories, cider. So we are full, so it is producing well. And we have some, we nearly got the first raspberry jam. We are seconds away. We've still got seeds in a raspberry. So let's just have a look in the glass. So we're out of seeds on our apple one, but it's pretty full at the moment. So what we're going to do is just turn that off. Just let it catch up. Still got plenty of sugar beet, so that's still outputting sugar. So happy days, right? Was there any more? I never even checked, you know, I just pulled off. No. So we've got 7 pallets of cider. We'll have 1 pallet of jam very soon. So I'm excited to see our first jam. Might even speed time up, you know. Ooh. There we go. That takes us to £192,000. Let's just jump out of the tractor in this lovely weather. Good day to be a fish, I'd say. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it hasn't put anything out, no. So it's nearly there. Do you know what? Let's speed up time, guys. And there we go. We should look. Oh no, sorry, I've completely got it wrong. We've got some jam. Look at that. Raspberry jam, 100% natural. How cool is that? We've got 5 pallets of it. There's me thinking we had none. So happy. Right. Should we get them on the trailer? And should we sell our first raspberry jam on Diddly Squat? Let's just nip over it. Let's get these loaded. I think it's all this one sell point where all this stuff goes. Let's just get this pulled into the shed. Look at that. 5,000 litres of raspberry jam. So I'll just get it spun around and we'll get it sold. And let's sell it at the right place, shall we? Ooh, 217,000 £217,000. So yeah, the jam is well worth it. So hopefully we can carry on making plenty of it. We've got £217,000. Before we head back to the yard, let's have a look and see what fields are available. So we want blue, don't we? What's this field down here? So we've got this big number 12 here. It's got nothing in it. Obviously, all our fields are full. And we've got field 13, which is right next. Is that, and it's mostly loam. Let's see how much that is, because that looks like 143,000. I'm going to buy that because it's so close to our yard. And we pass it to go to the shop. So let's get the soil samples bought. And there we go. We are the proud owner of another field. So look at all the land we have now, guys. We're going to be seriously busy this year. So let me get this run back to the yard. And then we can decide what we're putting in it. We're just getting my favourite fast track filled up. And then we're going to rent ourselves a planter. So let's go have a look. Which I think we'll end up with the same one we always have. Because it is just so cheap. So yeah, let's get that picked out. Let's get it leased £4,000. We're going to have to buy some seeds. And we will buy some fertilizer. And then we can get our new field planted. Right, so we've now full tank of diesel again. We'll just nip to the shop. We'll get this planter picked up and I'll meet you back at the field. Right, I'm going to try and plant some corn in this field. We've definitely got it set at corn. Always a good start, but as you can see, we've got a lot of wheel slippage because it's raining, so I don't know if it's going to be possible. Yeah, we're doing 2 miles an hour and we are spinning, spinning, spinning. So I'll give it a go, and if we can't do it, we'll have to try and wait until it's a bit drier, because we are spinning on the field. But as soon as we get up that hill though, the old fast track is pulling it. Should have probably put some wide tyres on, it would have made our life easier. Right, I'm going to set to, and I'm going to start getting this field done. Right, I will see you after this short time lapse. Well, I say short, could be a long one. Who knows? It's the first time we've been in this field, so I'll join you after I've got it done. Right, so we're really, really struggling to pull it in this wet field. So I think we're going to have to do the planting when it dries up. I think that's a good spot to leave it today, guys. And hopefully next time when you join me, it'll be dry. So that'll be great. And we can actually get this field finished. Right, so thank you for watching today, guys. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. As always, hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell and you'll get notifications of all of our videos. Thank you for watching and we'll see you next time.